Okay, so hello. I lost the audio recording to this. What you are hearing now is in post-production. Those who are responsible for sacking this last audio track have in fact themselves been sacked, etc., etc.
Really? Have they?
Many apologies. I'm bad, and I have learned my lesson. And hopefully I'm never going to let this happen again.
Ooh,
so
I never noticed it was like coming out of his chest before.
So we're doing some post-play commentary. This is right when I was about to get the power pack.
Yeah.
I left all of this footage in, even though it's going to be a few minutes of me just futzing about. This is just, real important information. Just because it's such a shit show, I decided to just leave the whole thing in. Mm-hmm. But I figure this would be a good opportunity to talk about some of the themes that are in the game and maybe make for a somewhat interesting commentary at some point before we finish this set.
Oh, fudge!
And so there's the buddy. I'm really sad that all of our initial reactions are gone. And especially my cohort in this operation, she was particularly scared, and now it's gone forever.
As if.
Yes, she always says that. In case you haven't noticed, there's a running theme here where,
oh my god,
where she pretends like she's not scared, and she really is. Anyway,
that dude is just doing his thing.
So
don't do that.
So this
you still did it.
This
again.
is you can't go back. I don't think you understand how this works. You see, this is
no,
we already did this.
I'm still gonna comment on what you're fucking doing.
Okay.
I mean, this is already what I did before. Let's be real. Because you were the one playing.
That is true.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, homeboy's over here. Look at him, just fucking around.
Quit throwing shit.
I thought that would get his
God.
attention. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he never gives
and
a
so
fuck.
this dude's just hanging out right by the fucking power pack, which is down there under the light.
Yeah, of
and
course.
there's nothing you can fucking do. Like, you just have to get in there and just hope for the best. And like I said, it's all just a big fucking shit show.
This is where we were like, is he behind us? Oh, no, he's still there.
Yeah, just hanging out. And the whole place keeps shaking, but it only does that whenever you're next to this guy.
He has heels on.
So I don't know why.
Or one heel.
Well, he does. It's actually probably a girl. And I mean, it doesn't really.
Yeah,
there's no gender with these fucking things.
What do they call it? Good! Get the fuck out of there! Oh!
Are you getting freaked out again?
No.
Oh, there he is.
No, now I am. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Even when I'm not playing, you're getting freaked out, huh?
No.
Yeah. So it's just a bunch of running back and forth, and it takes a long time.
Quit telling us what's gonna happen. Spoilers much?
It's
Come
not
on.
spoilers.
It is spoilers. They haven't seen it yet.
First of all, it's not spoilers because I didn't say what happens. Like, I'm gonna get the thing.
Running back and forth.
Yeah, it is a whole bunch of running back and forth.
Well, that's spoilers.
No, it's not.
Where is he?
It ends eventually. I didn't say anything about that.
Fuck, where'd he go?
The tension.
I
Where is he?
forgot.
Where is he?
It's been a while since we recorded
He could be anywhere.
So this is all new.
No, he couldn't. He could be right there, though.
Don't look at him.
You kind of get a good look at him.
Yeah, that's fine, but you're not supposed to.
Rules are meant to be broken.
Oh, and this is where,
There he is.
Dumb.
What's up, Chode?
Dumb. This is like the worst idea ever.
No, it's fine. He doesn't care. Yeah, I really borked this. Like, it's just. There's also a whole bunch of wandering around a little bit after this that I cut out, just for the sake of brevity. I left it in the highlights.
You can't go past
We'll get to that
that.
here in a minute. I know, you can't. There's nothing you can do. It's bullshit.
This character makes me think of, That's fine.
Makes you think of who?
What's the game with 4 people and it's a zombie game?
Left 4 Dead?
Yeah. And
That guy makes you think of a Left 4 Dead zombie?
Yeah, it's like a witch or a banshee or something. I can't remember the actual name.
Well, you probably mean the witch.
The witch. Okay, yeah.
But this thing isn't
I mean,
really.
She screams like a banshee. Just like this thing does.
This thing doesn't really act much like the witch because you wake up the witch and the witch just comes after you no matter where you go.
Does this thing not come after you? It just
stops.
Doesn't move as fast.
No, it's not really anything like the witch because the witch doesn't stop. She keeps coming until she fucking gets what she came for. Till she collects what she's owed.
Okay, fine. There's some similarities.
Hey, motherfucker!
You are so effed. Oh god, you're so effed. Oh god, you're effed! You're effed! You got effed!
Yeah. And I keep running, and I'm like, oh.
No, you're just
never mind.
Up now.
Not there anymore. So, like I said, this is just a giant shit show. Now I'm getting hit, and I'm not making any fucking progress. I'm starting to get frustrated because it's taking too fucking long.
Were you getting frustrated in this part? It doesn't matter. We don't have to try and remember what was happening.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I remember this part in particular. Just
this
getting.
Isn't the part I remember.
There's going to be multiple parts that you remember, I'm sure.
Back where we started.
Yeah, and so now he's just right back to square fucking one. And so I'm like, all right, you know what?
I mean,
I'm about to Leroy Jenkins this shit real hard.
Oh, it screams. Where is he? I mean, you need to just draw him to you.
Yeah, you can't get him to, like, I think you're supposed to draw him around this circular path.
It's supposed to be like...
And he didn't hear me kick over that giant bucket right behind him.
Well, he fucking hears you now.
And I'm like, fuck it, just take it and go.
Oh, God, damn it! I just forgot to come for you. God damn it, God. Oh, and you put in the wrong corner.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. He catches up to you. He runs faster than you do.
Oh, Jesus.
But then you're fine. You don't even get a game over. And so now we're good.
Like that catch was supposed to be in the game.
Yeah, you probably were supposed to get pounded right there because there's no fucking way around it. He stands right in front of it. Mm-hmm. You just gotta take what you can get. So I wander around a little bit and find this. An unusually sedated orange roughy found hovering outside Omicron's substation. Had a remarkable bone growth. Seemed to interfere with his perception. Brought it inside a study. Had been stiffened and died in the process. During postmortem study, the thing kicked back to life while being kept out of water. So none of this stuff is really. I mean, you can pause the video if you want to read it, but it's not super. Like I just.
It's about fish.
I just sped read it. None of it's really too important. It doesn't really have much to do with the story. It's just kind of side information, as far as I can tell, anyway.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to lead up to like everything that's been happening, and you first see everything in the fish.
Yeah. So after reading this stuff, we wander around a bit more, and then we come back to. I came back to the lab because I heard about something that I didn't do. So I was told that you could try and zap the rat by my coworker, and so then we came back to do that just to see what would happen.
I mean, it's what you imagine would happen.
Yeah, it just gets covered in that stuff.
I know it's a
came
lot.
back to life. There's something like it.
God, his commentary.
Yeah.
I just like shut your mouth all the time.
And so then it's a whole bunch more wandering around, and finally realized that the last part that I need is in the only place I haven't been, which is the basement level. And it takes me a long time, but we finally find the stairwell that just leads back to the first room of this whole station, and that room had another door that we never went in. And I was like, fuck me.
Well, I think it was locked when we were originally down here, just so we couldn't get confused.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. Yeah. And so I'm kind of nervous. I was just kind of nervous about going in and look around a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously there's going to be a showdown, right?
Well, I didn't know what was going to be in there, but this is where it's got to be where the last part is.
Right.
So I need to lift the lockdown, but I don't think I figured that out right away. So I've got a couple of. I know I mentioned a couple of books, possibly in an earlier part. A couple of books that I've read that are kind of similar to this. And I know I mentioned The Terminal Experiment, and that is a book by let's see. Oh, it is also Robert Sawyer. How about that? So both of these books were by Robert Sawyer, I think. So I read, I read Terminal Experiment, and I also read Mind Scan. I felt like Mind Scan was a bad book. Mind Scan is a book about this guy named Jake Sullivan, and he suffers from some like fatal condition, and there's this company that's like they run their service on the moon, and it's exclusively for like super rich people. And you can go there and have your brain scanned into an android, and then your android comes back to Earth, and then you stay on the moon and like live in isolation, but like a life of luxury, presumably. And he thinks that like if he undergoes this is one of the reasons I think this book was dumb. He for some reason check this dude out, Clockwork Man. He thinks that if he undergoes this procedure, he'll go to sleep. He'll get his brain scanned into the android, and then he'll wake up and he'll be the android. And then that doesn't happen, and he wakes up and he's still himself, and he's like, oh, well, fuck. Well, I really got fucked out of this. The company misled me. And I just don't, how can anyone be that fucking stupid? And I think that people think that in this game, too. I think because we've heard similar things from...
Well, yeah, that's why they off themselves.
Right, yeah, that's why they kill themselves, because they think that their consciousness is continuing somewhere else, and it's, it kind of is, but it's not. Yeah. It's a copy of it, but it's not you. And I think that they get that mixed up. I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit of a mindfuck. But anyway, so I thought that this book, Mind Scan, was real dumb. He also, we got some audio logs here. I'll talk about it more here in a minute. What? Get the virus.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Tau, please respond. This is Rowley Herber calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
Omicron, can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Everyone all right?
We will be as soon as we make friends with the power suits.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Look at that. Just wanted to check in before we pass the last working Lumar probe. Guys, any last words to Omicron? Don't forget to pick us up. You heard that, right?
Don't worry, we won't forget.
Alright. Heading into radio silence.
Good luck, guys. Strasky, are you there?
I hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check in. I have to go do something. I might not be around for a few days, okay?
Rowley Herbert leaving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
Oh. Okay then. Stay safe.
Alright. So, the human Jake in this book, he's stuck on the moon, and then the android one falls in love with some woman, and then there's another aspect to this where the woman that he falls in love with, they're both androids. The human woman dies because she's old, and she's really rich, like everybody who gets this procedure done is. And are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay. And so everybody who has this procedure done is all super rich, and so she, the biological version of her dies, and then the android version feels like she's owed the fortune that her human counterpart had, whereas her son is on Earth, all no, the money belongs to me, and it's there's nothing was set up for that, nobody, she doesn't have lawyers to manage her vast fortune. I don't know, it's just, it's one of those things. It's just, it seems real dumb. But and also, right after he gets this procedure done and realizes that he's made a mistake already and he's stuck on the moon forever because you can't have like a human and an android that are both the same person at the same place at the same time for whatever reason. There's like, you can't do that. I don't know, whatever. This is just a simple puzzle. Now we've got this. The last part.
The eyeballs.
Then a cure is discovered for his fatal disease or whatever that he was afraid of dying of. And this guy's still young, Jake is. And so then he's just stuck on the moon and no way out of it. And like the whole reason he got the android in the first place was to, so that he could live on even after he dies of his fatal disease. And then the human characters in this book are just...
That thing hadn't been there before.
The human characters in this book are just treated like shit. And it's dumb. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of loading. Yeah. So now we got to bring the parts back and get our power suit going.
We're gonna talk to the dude in the box.
Yeah,
I
so
had to pass through this room.
Yeah, buddy in the box.